Alright, yum lovebirds, buckle up for a heart-tugging, drama-filled tale that's better than any rom-com you've binged on a rainy Saturday. This is the story of Emily and her fiancé, a couple standing at the edge of their forever, planning a wedding that's supposed to be their ultimate we're in this together moment. But there's a plot twist that's got emotions running wilder than a reality TV finale. Emily wants to wear her late husband's wedding ring on a chain around her neck when she says I do. It's like a movie scene where the music swells, the camera zooms in, and you're left wondering, will love conquer all? Or is this the part where someone storms off in tears? Let's set the stage. Emily and her fiancé, a 30-year-old guy who's poured his heart out on Reddit's Am I the A Hole forum, are deep in wedding planning mode. Picture mood boards with fairy lights, a playlist with their favorite slow dance jams, and that giddy feeling of knowing you're about to start a new chapter with your soulmate. They're set to tie the knot this fall, and everything's falling into place until Emily drops a bombshell that hits her fiancé like a rogue wave. She wants to wear a piece of her past on their big day, the wedding ring of her first husband, Tyler, who tragically died 5 years ago. Not on her finger, mind you, but dangling on a chain, close to her heart, like something straight out of a Sex and the City episode where Carrie's rocking a sentimental vibe. It's bold, it's emotional, and it's got her fiancé spiraling into a whirlwind of wait. What does this mean for us? To understand this roller coaster, let's rewind to Emily's first love story. In her early 20s, she was head over heels for Tyler, her high school sweetheart turned husband. They were that couple everyone envied. Think late night taco runs, matching tattoos, and plans for a future full of kids and a quirky fixer-upper house. They said I do with stars in their eyes, believing forever was a sure thing. But life had other plans. A car accident stole Tyler away, leaving Emily alone in a world that felt like it had lost its color. She spent years rebuilding, piecing her heart back together, until she met her now fiancé. He's the guy who brought the sparkle back to her smile, who showed her that love could bloom again, even after the worst kind of loss. This fiancé? He's not just some dude, he's a keeper. He's been her anchor through the messy waves of grief. When Emily needs to cry over a song that reminds her of Tyler, he's there with tissues and a hug. When she visits Tyler's grave on his birthday, he doesn't flinch, he respects her need to remember. There's a box of Tyler's things in their closet, full of old letters and faded t-shirts, and he's never once snooped or complained. He signed up for this relationship knowing Emily's heart carried scars, and he was all in, ready to build a new love story together. I knew I wasn't her first great love, he wrote on Reddit, and I was okay with that. Mostly. That mostly is where the drama kicks in, like the moment in a movie when the hero realizes the quest just got a lot harder. So, picture them sitting on their couch one night, maybe sipping coffee or scrolling through wedding venues, when Emily shares her idea. She wants to wear Tyler's ring during the ceremony, not as a rejection of her fiancé, but as a quiet tribute to the journey that shaped her. To Emily, that ring isn't just metal, it's a symbol of the love and loss that made her who she is today. I wouldn't be here, ready to love you, without that part of my life, she explains, her voice probably soft but fierce. She sees it as a way to honor her whole story, like carrying a piece of her past into the shiny new chapter. It's poetic, almost cinematic, like she's saying, this is me, all of me, and I'm choosing you. In her mind, it's not about Tyler stealing the show, it's about being authentic as she steps into her future. But for her fiancé, it's like someone hit pause on his fairy tale script. He's not mad, he's gut-punched. He's been her cheerleader, her safe place, her partner in dreaming up a life together. But this feels like Tyler's ghost has photobombed their wedding album before the camera even clicks. It makes me feel like second place. He admits to her, his words raw and real. He's not saying Emily can't grieve. He gets that love doesn't vanish when someone dies. But their wedding day? That's supposed to be their Super Bowl, their Grammy-winning duet, their one day to shout, this is us, building something new. To him, that ring glinting under the ceremony lights, nestled against her dress, feels like Tyler's RSVP to the party. It's not jealousy, okay, maybe a tiny bit. It's more like he's wondering if he'll ever be the only leading man in her heart. Emily's not backing down, though, and you can't help but admire her fire. When he shares his feelings, she goes quiet, maybe picturing Tyler's smile, maybe replaying her fiancé's words. Then she pushes back. I'm not choosing him over you, she says, her tone probably a mix of hurt and conviction. Grief isn't a door you close, it's part of who I am. She's not wrong. Grief is like a song stuck in your head. It fades, but it never fully leaves. For Emily, wearing that ring is like humming that tune softly, a way to say, I loved, I lost, and I'm still here, loving again. It's her truth, and she's fighting to hold on to it. Cue the internet, because this Reddit post is blowing up like a viral TikTok. The comments are a wild mix of Team Fiancé and Team Emily, with everyone tossing in their 2 cents. One user, who lost a spouse themselves, goes hard. Your wedding is about you too, her late husband doesn't get a +1. They even wonder if Emily's ring plan is her way of apologizing to Tyler for moving on, like she's caught in a time travel romance where she's torn between two loves. It's a gut punch theory. Imagine feeling like your partner's saying I do to you and whispering I'm sorry to someone else. Others are softer, like grief's complicated, dude. She's not trying to hurt you. They point out that Emily's not waving Tyler's ring like a flag, she's tucking it close, a private nod to her past. The real MVPs in the comments? The ones throwing out compromises like they're planning a peace treaty. One suggests Emily light a candle for Tyler during the ceremony, a quiet, beautiful way to honor him without making her fiancé feel like he's sharing the altar. Another says, what if she wears the ring at the rehearsal dinner instead? Save the wedding for just you two. Someone even pitches a memory box idea. Emily could tuck Tyler's ring somewhere special that day, keeping him close without wearing him. And for the fiancé, the internet's urging him to dig deep to see that Emily's love for Tyler doesn't steal from what she feels for him. Love's not a pizza with limited slices, it's a buffet, endless and overflowing. This whole saga's a masterclass in love's messy, magical reality, especially for you young couples out there, whether you're newly engaged, dreaming of rings, or just vibing with your person. Emily and her fiancé are proof that even the strongest love stories hit plot twists. Maybe you've never dealt with grief like Emily's, but you've probably had moments where your partner's past exes, old dreams, family baggage feels like it's crashing your party. Or maybe you've been the one trying to explain why a piece of your history still matters, even as you're all in for your future. Either way, this story's a neon sign. Love thrives when you're brave enough to get real. So, what's next for Emily and her fiancé? They're at a fork in the road, but it's not a dead end, it's a chance to build something epic. They could sit down with a counselor, someone to help them untangle this knot without anyone feeling like they're losing. They could try one of those compromises. Maybe Emily wears the chain during a private moment, like getting ready with her bridesmaids, and keeps the ceremony about their new vows. Or maybe her fiancé leans into trust, realizing that Emily's heart is big enough for both her past and their future. The key? Talking real, messy, no filter talking. Picture them on their balcony at midnight, sharing fears and dreams over hot chocolate, or laughing through tears as they figure out what us really means. For you, young love warriors, let this be your battle cry. Love's not a straight line, it's a wild, winding road trip with unexpected detours. You'll hit bumps. Maybe it's a disagreement over wedding plans, a ghost from the past, or just figuring out whose turn it is to do the dishes. But those bumps? They're where the magic happens. Be honest, like Emily's fiancé when he said, "This hurts." Listen hard, like Emily trying to explain her heart. And get creative, find your own compromises, your own ways to blend your stories into one. Maybe it's a playlist that mixes your favorite songs, a date night where you dream up your future, or just holding hands and saying, "We'll figure this out together." Emily and her fiancé, they've got the spark to make it work if they keep choosing each other, keep talking, keep loving through the mess. And you're writing your own love story, one bold, beautiful moment at a time. So grab your person, face the twists, and make it a tale worth telling, one where love doesn't just survive, but thrives, louder and brighter than ever.